Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the Science Kitchen. So yesterday I went to the first pub visit since lockdown started 4 months ago, and now restrictions on restaurants, pubs and bars have started to be lifted in the UK. And after that visit, I just felt fantastic. So I wanted to explore that feeling just a little bit and look at the huge importance of eating and drinking socially in a group are on our mental health and well-being. I was also curious to look into the evolutionary science behind how powerful this connection of sharing a meal together, sharing a drink together are on our social connections with others. So what I found is some really interesting insights and ideas that I will share with you in this video. So let's get right down to it. Okay guys, so how powerful really is this social connection of sharing a meal together? It's something we do to solidify business relationships, to build upon romantic connections, and to celebrate all kinds of events with friends or family. But how, why, when and where did this social connection start to originate and shape the society as we know it today? Well, 2 million years ago, we see that the human brain size increased exponentially from this time onward. And this has been linked to the increased consumption of meat and the increased cooking of food during this period. And we see the evidence of this by looking at butchery marks on bones and from burnt bones in fire pits around this time as well. What we don't see the evidence is the other materials that would be consumed during this period. So ancient roots, tubers and vegetables, which is heavily thought to be consumed as well. But the nature of these ingredients is they deteriorate over time. And we do see that obviously animal bones will stand the test of time, given us this evidence of the consumption and cooking of food. Now, by cooking food, more calories can be extracted from that cooked food when you compare it against raw food. Now, that's been linked to the increase in brain size, but not so significant. It's a direct relationship between that, because by cooking the food that is hunted or gathered, less time is needed for those activities. So more time can be dedicated to socialize within the group. And you can almost picture those ancient human tribes gathering around a fire pit together, consuming and sharing a meal and sharing stories with each other. And if you compare that against primates who scavenge throughout the day and eat most of the day, they're so exhausted they collapse at night. So there's an increased sociability from this 2 million years ago period going onwards, which is leading to this increased brain size. So socializing, it has many benefits for the group. It can lead to a larger group size and forming those stable relationships in there. And with a larger group size, you can take care of the sick or elderly. You've got better security. You can hunt larger, more dangerous animals together. And there's more opportunities for seeking a mate and reproduction within a larger group. So what really does help a group connect? Well, drugs, but not the drugs you're thinking of. I'm talking about endogenous morphine, or simply termed endorphins. Now, going back to these primate models, they groom each other, which leads to their own social connections. They get these endorphin release. But humans, if we eat together or drink alcohol together, we get the same release of these endorphins. But the benefit of this is you can do it with multiple people at the same time. So the funny thing is that a dinner party can also be seen as a scaled up grooming session to build those social relationships with others. Now, again, how powerful is this connection? We see that people with more social eating occasions are happier, more trusting, and more satisfied in their lives. Now, the anthropologist Robin Dunbar has theorized that there's a cognitive limit to the number of stable social relationships one can maintain, and it's come to a number of 150. So that's 150 people within your group that you need to maintain a social relationship with. Now, relationships can be fractious at times, but for the betterment of the group, you need to keep it cordial, even though you might not like each other within the group as well. So not only do you need to think about your relationship to the other 149 people in the group, which takes a lot of brain power to go over, you also need to think about their own relationships to each other. So 150 to the power of 150 is a staggering amount of brain connections. So with this increased cognitive load, there was a need to increase brain size. So these increased social connections led to the development of smarter, more social humans. So now there is a hardwired drive to connect through food and drink. So in this day and age where it's a very stressful environment, there's a great benefit to be had on our mental health and well-being and looking after others by, if you can safely, eat, drink, and be happy. See you next time. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed it, found it useful. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, share, subscribe, as it will really help me to support the channel. I'll see you next time.